Good morning, I'm PolarizedMoon and welcome back to RuneScape. So we're going to turn in our information here to the Easter Bunny. Yeah, the tasting stall went down a treat. Well, everyone except for that one person was a huge fan of the new chocolates. Oh, well, you can't please everyone. That's what I said. And one person aside, this is the best outcome we could hope for. It's a little nerve-wracking to introduce some new lines that are so drastically different from my normal chocolate eggs, so having that customer validation is invaluable. These new chocolates will go into production right away. Coco, you've done an impeccable job, both finding the new recipes for me and teaching PolarizedMoon the ropes of chocolate making. We made a great team, thank you, Uncle. And you, PolarizedMoon, not a rabbit by birth, but a rabbit by honor. The eggplant is open for you at any time you'd like to help out and make some more chocolate. I have additional reward for your efforts too, as does Coco. Yes, I made a suit so you don't feel out of place with the eggplant. That's so thoughtful of you both. Now go, enjoy the rest of the spring festivities. Happy Easter. Yay. Bunny outfit for new items can be found in the customizables. Could you move that away? Emotes from previous Easters, if not unlocked. Factory line at the Blooming Burrow. Fantastic. And a cooking lamp. Great. Okay. So, I also want to check out these. Salute and respect where Lady Lumbridge rests. Magically accurate zigzag dim row. Oh, so these are like actual like clue scroll. Oh, interesting. Draynor community. Community egg hunt. Nougat has a bunch of golden eggs around Draynor. Follow the clues. Earn egg points for each and spend them into rewards in the hunt, such as the flower sprout aura and the spring picnic outfit. Alright, well, I will do that on my own. I'll do that on my own. And we will, let's see. I think what I want to start with is I guess I could do the court summons. So let's do that. Read the court summons. You've been summoned to the Sears Village courthouse to work on the case of Miss Schism versus Draynor Village. Please present yourself to the court clerk at the earliest convenience. Fantastic. Let's go do that. Yeah, Sears Village is the fastest one there. Or maybe Catherby might be a little bit quicker. I don't know. Either way. We're gonna go do another court case. And then after that, we will then start on the main quest, back on the main quest line that we're doing. Which is another an elf quest, I believe. I mean, I have a lot of I didn't read the synopsis, but the items that they needed me to get were a lot of elf-related quests, or elf-related items, so I'm assuming that's what we're doing. Okay. Talk to the clerk. Court summons. Would you like to defend or prosecute? I don't know. Can I check the cases? Well, let's take a look. Mugger, Evil Dave, Sandwich Lady. Court procedures. Miss Schism versus Draynor Village. Court summon. I guess we're just picking one? Let's defend. You choose to defend. Look at the filing cabinet in my desk for more details on your case. When you feel prepared, enter the stairs to the courtroom. No, not the guard. Search. Case report. Okay. Match the culprit's fingerprints to those of the... Oh. Interesting. Ah, okay. The culprit is Miss Schism. Confirm match. Okay. So what happens if you've already confirmed a fingerprint match. Yeah, okay. Case report 2. Suspect, Miss Schism. Arrested for slander and interfering with an ongoing investigation in the Draynor Village bank robbery. On arrest, the following suspects were found in the suspect's person. Restoration Fund leaflet. Officers involved in the bank robbery case extracted an unidentified fingerprint from a wise old man's house. Location involved in their investigation. Following people need to be interviewed. Bank guard, Miskism, Morgan, Draynor Village. So do I need to go talk to those people, right? Like, I need to actually go do that? Is that how this works? I've done 2 of these before, but I absolutely do not remember how to do... I don't remember exactly how to do this. So we're going to take some time to figure it out. Miskism. You're not Miskism, are you? You're Ernest's wife, Veronica. Yeah, okay. You're not who I'm looking for. So I need to go talk to the bank guard and Morgan and Miskism. You're the mysterious old man. Morgan, let me talk to you, Morgan. I'm investigating allegations against Miskism for saying slanderous things against several individuals. I'd like to ask you a few questions. I don't like speaking badly of anyone, but I will try to answer as best I can. What slanderous things has Miskism said? I hardly ever hear from her directly. I get the feeling that she's taken a dislike to me and my wife. When we first moved here, she was first in line to greet us. Brought our casserole over for us to eat, but you could see her eyes glancing over our possessions. We started making snap judgments. Lo and behold, the next day, we heard gossip that some poor, untidy folk had moved into Draynor. They were full of foreign ideas. Foreign ideas? I mentioned Miskism that someone should get a vampire slayer to kill Count Draynor, but she branded the idea as outlandish. Still, it worked, and now we're vampire-free. What do you know about Miskism? Not very much. Ever since we moved here, she's kept her distance because we're not local. Happily, she is the exception. The rest of the village is very friendly. What do you know about the bank robbery? Not very much, as it happened before we moved here. Sounds like a tragedy. Some people were killed and their bodies were robbed. I hear rumors the wise old man did it, but I don't believe them. He's been nothing but kind to us since we moved here. The gossip has the whiff of Miskism about it. I don't have any more questions. Okay, so now I need to talk to... Okay, I've talked to Morgan. I need to talk to the bank guard, and Miskism is in the courthouse. So which... Oh, the Miskism in the courthouse. Have you heard the news? Is this the bank guard that I need to talk to? Yes. I need to talk to you about Miskism's court case. Can I ask you a few questions? That nosy Parker. She doesn't spread lies. She interferes with ongoing investigations. How has she interfered with your investigation? She went snooping around that old man's house, for starters. We had the joint staked out for months, waiting for this next move, and she strolls in and tampers with the evidence. It's not all either. She's been telling everyone the old man robbed the bank. She's been slandering our abilities as policemen and women. You can't perform an undercover investigation of the town gossip as everyone telling about it. What slanderous thing has Miskism said? What hasn't she said, and who hasn't she annoyed? She's taken a pop at the farmers of the town, the same farmers who bring so much tourism and trade to the village. She's been chin-wagging about the wise old man, suspect in a recent bank robbery. Can't be covert investigating him if she's forever telling people that he's the focus of our investigation. What do you know about Miskism? You know what? She's only become a nuisance very recently. She genuinely cares about the village, working for Draynor Manor Restoration Fund. She's just started a community watch program. For all her irritating quirks, she really wants Draynor to be the best place to live. Alright, I don't have any more questions. Alright, so let's head back to the Seers village. And I guess we're gonna go talk to Miskism. Get the last of our little bit of information here. If I remember correctly, these don't last too long, so I don't think we'll be spending that much time doing these. Okay. So she's the one in the cell, I would assume. Yeah, so let's talk to this Miskism. Sorry to bother you, but I've got some rather bad news. I'm investigating you on charges of slander. I need to ask you some questions. Well, that's all preposterous. I have nothing to hide. Ask away, my dear. What have you said about what could be considered slanderous? Nothing at all. I would never say a bad word against anyone who didn't deserve it. I enjoy talking to others and bringing everyone up to date with local events. What do you know about the bank robbery? My dear, the things I could tell you. First, did you know that the wise old man did it? Couldn't believe it at first. Honestly, I don't understand why I'm in jail for telling the truth, and he's not. I didn't rob a bank. You're in jail because you interfered in an ongoing investigation by spreading gossip and being nosy. What if they can't convict him because of your interfering? Well, if they'd done their job properly in the first place, I wouldn't even have to investigate. At all. I mean, really, it's a clear-cut case. So you admit to investigating the case on your own. What did you do? I watched the security recording. A guard was happy to show it to me after I gave him some stew. And when the old man was out of his house, I decided to take a look around. He has so many expensive things now. He was poor before the bank robbery. He went in his house. That's breaking and entering. It's the good of the community. Don't need riffraff like him living there. Why do you sit outside all day? It's not because it's comfortable. I can tell you that, my dear. The farmer's market brings many thieves and pickpockets to the village, so I'd like to keep an eye out. It also gives me a chance to gather donations for a fund I've been working on. We plan to restore Draynor Manor to its former glories, don't you know? So, you care very deeply for your community's safety and the upkeep of historic monuments. Well, of course, dear. Can't let Draynor get rack and ruin like Remington, can we, dear? I don't have any more questions. Alright. Case report 3. Lived her whole life in Draynor. As far as the court is aware, she has never left the village. She spends most days outside, observing going on and gossiping as passers-by. Bank guard. The bank guard involved in investigation of Draynor Village bank robbery. Details of the case cannot be dealt with since the inquiry is ongoing. However, he reports that Miss Schism has compromised the investigation by contaminating a crime scene and informing other villagers of the investigation's details. Alright, I think I'm all ready to go. That's all the information I can gather. So she's trying to do her best. And she is right that the old man did it. So there's that. The court is now in session. Fantastic. This trial has determined the guilt or innocence of Miss Schism for slander. Is the prosecution ready? Prosecution is ready, Your Honor. Is the defense ready? Defense is ready, Your Honor. Very well. The prosecution may present his case. Members of the jury, I'm going to present the evidence that decisively proves that Miss Schism spread slanderous rumors and interfered with a criminal investigation. First, I'd like to present the fingerprint found at the crime scene in Draynor Village. They belong to the suspect, Miss Schism, and it's believed that she went into the wise old man's house to investigate herself, thus contaminating any further investigations. Prosecution calls Miss Schism. What were you doing in the wise old man's house? It seemed to me that there was a clear-cut case, my dear. They were taking so long to investigate it, I thought I'd go in and help. I got an eye for detail and might see something they missed. So you admit to investigating the case on your own. What did you do? Well, I watched the security recording. Bank guard. Okay, we've already read this. It was poor before the bank robbery. So you immediately freely admit you had entered a crime scene. Good for the community. Okay, we've already seen that. By Jove, that's right. Prosecution calls the bank guard. Is this going to be the information that we've already gathered? What slanderous things has she said? Favorite subject, though. It's a wise old man. How can you probably investigate him if he's telling everyone these folks? Yeah. That's a very good argument. It's time for you to summarize the case to your jury. Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, I have presented evidence that conclusively proves the defendant compromised an investigation by contaminating a crime scene and spreading rumors about the suspect. This woman roams freely, doing whatever she wants. We run the risk of letting criminals go free and prosecuting people that she feels are criminals. What can I do for you? I'd like to present evidence. The leaflet. Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, draw your attention to prosecution evidence 2, a leaflet. This leaflet is for a worthwhile charity. The leaflet was found on Miss Schism when she was arrested. It's for a worthwhile charity that she is involved in heavily, trying to save Draynor Manor for future generations. You cannot dispute that she has community's best interests at heart. By Jove, that's right. I think we're going to leave that there. I'd like to call a witness. I can ask him about coming to her house. Or with the what, the casserole? What do you know about Miss Schism? A bit of busybody, isn't she? She had a neighborhood watch and isn't often asking for money for the neighborhood watch schemes. Oh, well, that didn't... Oh, well, that's great. Uh-oh. What do you know about the bank robbery? Not much at all. It's hard to unravel the truth from what might be lies. Someone killed a few people there, didn't they? They took cash from their bodies. There's a rumor circulating it might have been the wise old man, but I take that with a pinch of garlic. He's lent us books and a cup of sugar. Seems like a very nice man. Uh-oh. Goddamn. That's wrong. What slanderous thing has Miss Schism said? Remington Rift... Oh, God. That's not... Because he had foreign ideas. By Jove, I think I'll vote guilty. Oh, crap. That's all for now. That was wrong. I'd like to present evidence. Can I go back with the leaflet? No, to move on to the witness. Miss Schism. Okay, there we go. I may have already screwed this up. Why do you sit outside all day? Yeah, okay, we've... I'm gonna let Draynor bring up our down market. So you care deeply for your community's safety. Of course, my dear. It's a very good argument. Okay, good. Have you said anything that could be considered slanderous? Nothing at all. To make sure everything I say is truthful in the opinions of common men. I don't think it's a crime to enjoy telling people local village news. In fact, I think it makes me better at it. Oh, goddamn. What do you know about the bank robbery? I know just about everything, my dear. My investigations led me to the truth. The old man is the bank robber. Can't get him behind bars is beyond me. What do you believe helped the case? Of course, my dear. My investigations led to dozens of new leads and uncovering some important evidence. You admit to investigating the case on your own. What did you do? Watch the security recording. The guard was happy to exchange a look for some stew. When the old man was out of his house, I took a look around. He has a few things he couldn't afford before the robbery. You went in his house. Not sure you can do that, Miss Schism. How else can I prove he's a bank robber? That is all for now. I think I may have messed this up. What can I do for you? Call a witness. The bank guard. What slander? I mean, what do you know about Miss Schism? What slanderous things has she said? Farmers attract thieves, foreigners are bringing their strange ideas to Draynor, and the guard aren't doing their job properly. The wise old man is a criminal. Everything she says borders on slander. Oh, goddammit. I have messed this up. What can I do for you? To summarize my case to the jury. The young woman seemed to be confirmed. Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, I have presented compelling evidence that Miss Schism is innocent. She's a concerned citizen looking out for her community and local traders. Miss Schism means well. She's annoying, but it's not something to be sent to jail for. I believe we've heard well enough. The jury pronounced her verdict. I failed this. I failed this. Undecided. Perhaps you should have researched your case more thoroughly. Present clear arguments against the defendant. Make my appeal and try again. Oh, are we just done? No. Match. Yes. Okay. Can I skip through this? Court is now in session. Okay. Prosecution, blah, blah, blah. Yes, would skip through all this. Okay. By Jove, that's right. Okay. So, I just have to get... okay. So, present evidence. Leaflet. Worthwhile charity. Seems very likely. Got it. Anything about the fingerprint? Fingerprint may have been found in the old man's house, but I could list off a number of reasons for why it's in there. For one, she's an active member of the community. Could have been in the house to discuss one. Ah, okay. Presented all my physical evidence. Miss Schism. Why do you sit outside all day? Community safety, of course. Yeah, there we go. By Jove, that's right. And then none of the things the other people said were good. So that's all for now. So now I can summarize my case. And I can appeal to the young woman because the young woman is the one who's been... Yeah. The young woman is the one who's been talking the most. Community and local yeah. They've heard enough. Pronounce their verdict. Undecided? Is there still more to do here? Who else? Hold on. I'm gonna look this one up. Miss Schism versus Draynor Village. Am I missing one of these? Read through, analyze fingerprints, interview, blah blah blah. Present the evidence. Okay, I'm gonna get back in here. Oh, okay. I missed 2 of them, yeah. Okay, got it. Oh, at the Shady Individual. Oh, I don't think I would have done that. All right. I tried this a couple of times and I failed, so we're going to do it. We're going to do it based on the tutorial or the walkthrough. Did I need to walk through for the other 2? I don't remember. Calls the bank guard. Okay. Spreading rumors about the subject. Okay. Talk to the judge. Present evidence. The leaflet. Oh, prosecution. No, defense. Because I'm defense. The leaflet is a worthwhile charity. Direct the statement at the cook. Oh, is that the only... Move on to the witness. Miss Schism. Why do you sit outside all day? And then it says, do the statement at the cook. So I was very close. It was just I was doing it to the wrong person. All right, so now I can summarize my case to the cook. Confirm. I believe we've heard enough. Okay. Not guilty. I was just appealing to the wrong person. Okay. Very well. We are here to declare not guilty by a jury of peers. You are free to go. Hooray! Yay. Alright. You may leave when you like. Alright, I don't think we can get anything from these balloons, so we did it! Yay, another court case all done. Well, hello. I'll have a reward for you from the case you'll need to collect here before you can do any more cases. Great. Yay! A humble pie, mystery box, combat lamp. And I can use it on necromancy now, so that's good. And my necromancy level went up. Perfect. Examine humble pie? Pie. Oh, more experience. I will take it. And 100 U-logs. That's fantastic. All right. So I will put these down here with my other. Okay. So I am going to now start the light within. Set active. Talk to Eluned in the Ethel district of Frivthiness. All right, here we go. So we've got 15-ish minutes left in this episode. We will begin this quest. In between this episode and the next episode, I need to go back and check my comments, because I know that there's one that's got... I know there's at least one, if not like 2 or 3, that have very useful information in them. So I'm going to the Irithyll district, was it? The Ithel. The Ithel district. It's over here. Right? Eluned in the Ithel district. The Ithel worker. Sawmill operator. Ithel herald. Play the harp. Robust glass machine. Tanner. I do not see where... Oh, I passed you several times. I am so dumb. PolarizedMoon, can you feel it? The whole city is shaking. Oh, it's a woman. PolarizedMoon, can you feel it? The whole city is shaking. So the city's tearing itself apart. The voice of Saren seems to amplify the problem. The crystal of the city is resonating with the song in a way we've never seen before. Crystals seem to be shifting towards the Tower of Voices. It's almost as if they're working their way towards the fragment of Saren, like plants grasping at the sun. And I think I feel it too. These crystals were once a part of Saren. They are willing me to bring them back together. PolarizedMoon, I'm sure of it. What do you think is going to happen to Frivthiness? I'm not sure. I don't want to imagine the consequences for our beautiful city if the crystal movements get any worse. The elders share my concerns of the sacred conclave to be held in the upper chamber of the Tower of Voices, as is elven tradition in times of need. The elders believe the crystals are changing because the Saren is trying to reform, but she cannot do this alone. I think the elders tend to vote on bringing Saren back. You've been instrumental in helping us so far. PolarizedMoon, will you attend the conclave with me? Of course. Accept quest. I knew we could count on you, PolarizedMoon. Conclave is imminent. Try to hurry the Tower of Voices. I'll meet you there. Where is the Tower of Voices? Is it one of these towers? There's a lot of... How do I... Oh, actually, it's on the map. Right here. I see it. I guess the Tower of Voices is... over here? What? Oh, the Tower of Voices upstairs. Ah. The light within. Okay. That's... Okay, now I understand. They are returning to our core. I can feel it. We need to restore Saren before our city collapses. PolarizedMoon, well met. I must confess I am pleased to see you. Perhaps you can help us with this chaos. You are the first human to attend such a conclave, young one. How the times change. Ah, young one. Oh, Lord Sirs. We're all young ones to me. Good to see you all again. Likewise, but I'm afraid the situation is too dire to go through the niceties. We must discuss the issue at hand. Indeed. We have all seen the changes in the crystal. The trees cry out in fear as the city rides and stretches. I, for one, think Eluned is right. We have finally regrown our city. I will not lose it again. It's time we brought Saren back. How do the crystals Frivthiness is made from relate to Saren? Millennia ago, Saren made the ultimate sacrifice to the elves. Rather than leave us when Guthix established his edicts, she chose to stay. She shadowed herself into thousands of crystals so that she would always be with us. We kept those crystals close, and since they had unique properties, we used them in a variety of our crafts, notably in our architecture. Parts of this magnificent city that surround us were constructed from those very crystals. We are surrounded by Saren. How is it possible to bring Saren back? It has been thousands of years since her shattering, but we have always held faith. Our scholars have continued to research all possible avenues. We've sent some of our brightest scouts to the east to investigate non-elven forms of magic, but such journeys have proved perilous. Some of those chosen still have not returned. It is deeply saddening to hear from Ilfine that one was murdered on our way to meet a contact in Mauritania. Indeed, I believe our past holds the key, but we are still unlocking the secrets of our ancestors. How do we decide? At its tradition, which will be put to a vote, one voice will emerge from many. PolarizedMoon, ordinarily clan leaders are permitted to vote. Given though the circumstances, we are in agreement that you have earned that right. As our honored guests, you will cast the first vote. What say you? Yes? I believe Saren needs to be reformed. Saren made a choice, the reasons for which no amount of reflection or mediation will ever help us truly understand. I say we respect that choice. There is an ache, though, from Isafdar. From the roots of our great city to the tallest spire, nature itself yearns for her return. I vote she be reformed. Agreed. We cannot ignore what is happening outside these very walls. I vote she be made whole once again. My husband Sinog died to protect the walls around us. These walls were built from Saren's crystal. She shattered herself so that we could prosper. We should honor her sacrifices. We can find other ways to stabilize the city. I also believe we should honor her sacrifice. Even as scholars, we can never claim to fully comprehend the decisions Saren made. I say we restore her. Ithel clan cannot deconstruct those growths further. I long for the chance to sing Saren back to her true form. I find Lady Melia's argument compelling. Saren made a great sacrifice for her people, one we should honor. We can find other way to protect the city. Even in times of peril, we still stand by tradition, I see. The vote currently stands at a tie. Lady Heffen, you have the deciding vote, it appears. I spent many years living alone in poison wastes, contemplating this very question. First I was blinded by the feeling of betrayal that some of you still may harbor. But as years turned to decades, and the decades trickled into centuries, my meditative state grew deeper and I began to feel it. We have an innate connection to Saren's crystals. Like them, this connection runs deep into the soil of these lands. She is as much a part of Tyranwin as we are. The Heffen clan has purified its crystal long enough. It is our duty to reform Saren. So it is decided. We shall find a way to restore Saren. So, where do we start? Perhaps there is a potion to give us further insight through internal reflection. Our clan has piles of research on how crystal singing might be used, all of which has been inconclusive. No one has any idea where to start. But what if we were to... Quiet. Enough squabbling. I may have a resolution. A little far-fetched, perhaps, but desperate times call for desperate measures. The ancient elves of my clan once smithed an artifact that was imbued with power to manipulate time. You speak of the key. I have heard of it only in tales of books. Wasn't it lost long ago? The enchanted key? I might know where it can be found. I just need a nip to the bank. Oh, that certainly is a twist of fate. How does the enchanted key work? General belief is the key is attuned to a few specific moments in time, mostly times of historical significance, such as early Gielinor and so forth. However, from my studies, I believe it is more the key exists outside of time, and can be focused on a specific goal. If you know what you're doing, of course, which I obviously do. You'll need to bring me the key so I can modify it. How will going back in time help our situation? I didn't read that before I clicked on it. It may allow us to speak to one of our ancestors who possesses a deeper knowledge of crystal singing or elven magic. Perhaps even both. Or maybe even Saren herself. What better way to find out how to restore her? These are risks, of course. Meddling with time is a dangerous game. We must progress with caution. We elves have a relationship with time that allows us to slow its effects. But reversing it completely could create branches. Branches and splinters in the flow of time. Dangerous indeed. What now? You'll need to bring me the key so I can modify it. You should locate the key and bring it to Lady Treyhound into attune. Okay, I have the key, so that's a thing. Hold on, let me close that real quick. And my key is in my key. Where's my keys? They're back up here. There it is. The enchanted key. Fantastic. Welcome back, PolarizedMoon. I have the key, and I bring it to you. So you have the key. I would very much like to see it. Show her the key. Let me have the key a moment. I'll attune it properly. Does she get younger? Or something? Now, this bit goes here. Then I turn this bit like so. Now I just need to realign the positronic ray. The what? Nothing, ignore that. Also, ignore the faint smell of fudge. Okay. Why does the teeth taste of lemons? No reason, everything is fine, no need to panic. I kind of feel the need to panic right now. There, done. The key should now be attuned to a place and time that will help us restore Saren. Right, off you go, backwards through history and all that. Do I just feel? Face east. Oh, that's right. We have to, like, track it down. Yeah, I forgot. That's how this works. I have to go somewhere. So the question is, where do I go? Well, this map doesn't help. Turn to face east. Let's teleport to Ardoing and see if it's outside of here. Because if it's out this way, then I can start somewhere that's a little bit closer. If not, I'm gonna have to go back. I don't know how far we need to go. Oh, Pickle the cat. Have I talked to Pickle the cat before? Meow. Let's see. Let's feel the key. East. So it's still east from here. Let's go to... I'm just gonna keep going east until we get to somewhere that's more accurate here. I don't remember if I need to be standing on, like, a specific square or not. Alright, let's feel the key here. Southwest. Alright, so it's off that direction. Is it the... There's a tree... Oh, that's not southwest, though. I was gonna say there's a crystal tree here, but that's clearly not what we're looking for. But it is over here somewhere. Southwest. Still southwest. Alright. We're just gonna keep going southwest. Surface leaves become warm. Is it here? Must be close. Is it, like, just over here? Hot. Burning hot. You should head inside the excavated entrance. Ah, okay. So that's where we're going. We're going back in here. So I think that's about all the time I've got for this episode. I have a feeling if we go in there, it's going to start off on another cutscene or something. And we don't have time to start that. So that's about all the time I've got for this episode. Like and subscribe if you like the episode. Ring that bell if you'd like to see more. In between episodes, I'm going to go look back at my my comments, see the things that may have been helpful, and then apply those as best I can, and then we will continue this quest tomorrow. Bye-bye!